Hello, everyone. We have gathered here together as part of North Stand Gang to celebrate Wankhede turning 50 and to capture some of the important events and how Wankhede is special to you. I will go around the panel here, which starts with Mahesh. Mahesh, tell us about your connection with Wankhede. And by the way, Mahesh is a all-rounder.
Okay.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah. So my earliest recollections, and started visiting Wankhede way back in the 80s as a 8-year-old guy. I first went to the 1987 World Cup semis. So that was my earliest recollections. But my, most happiest memories started from 1922, 93 onwards when I saw the India-England test at the then Bombay City, in the Bombay
Hmm.
City, and saw Vinod Kambli scoring the double hundred. The test was actually heading for a draw, but somehow our spinners, they ripped apart England on day five, and we won the test and the series 3-0. So that was one of the most finest memories. And then as time passed, the 96 World Cup came along, then a couple of one day series, then even the India Australia tour of 2001, Gilchrist 100, then the 2011 World Cup finals. All these were fabulous memories for me at Wankhede. And yeah, in the recent times, the Ajaz Patel 10 wicket haul, that is one memory which strikes out to me a lot. And similarly,
Absolutely.
at first class level also, a lot of Ranji matches I watched in Wankhede. Some really superb performances. Mumbai winning Ranji Trophy at Wankhede was also too great for me to watch. Yep. So you can
Superb,
say, yeah.
superb.
Yeah. And with North Stand Gang, I have always been sitting there, but my connection with them started in 2019. I used to follow them on Instagram, Twitter. I had no idea of how to join them. It happened all of a sudden in 2019. I got an opportunity to join them, and that's how here
Hmm.
I'm with you all.
Perfect. That's great, Mahesh.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to have you as part of North Stand Gang. You're our very own Mr. Collectibles guy. We'll come to that
Yeah.
in the middle of our quiz that will follow now. I'll move to Nalin Bhai. Nalin Bhai, a quick introduction about you and how are you connected with 1KD?
Sure. First of all, good evening, folks, and thank you so much for considering me as part of your family. Just a small sentence dedicated to North Stand Gang. It's although it's an integral part of my life now, and the phrase goes on like this: "जो क्रिकेट से करे प्यार, जो क्रिकेट से करे प्यार, वो नॉर्थ स्टैंड गैंग को कैसे करे इनकार." ठीक है, so
Wow.
that is dedicated to you all guys and we all guys rather. Some sweet memories of Wankhede. Well, Ganpati Bappa Moria, that's a given. That's a no-brainer. And I remember when I was in college, I had seen a test match. I don't remember. I'm very poor at remembering the year, but it was India versus Australia, and Sachin was batting, and I saw the match from BCA. At that point in time, it was Bombay Cricket Association,
Yep.
and I remember people were fighting for seats. And Sachin scored a quick fire 50 something, and the moment he got out, it was like the entire stadium got vacated. So that was one thing, and the other very sweet memory is Paras Bhai. I never knew who is Paras Bhai until I connected with North Stand Gang. Uh, so what happened is the memories which are so very fresh in my mind. Whenever I used to be in the North Stand, there was a gentleman who used to do a reverse countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, and then the Mexican wave started. I
Correct.
was just trying to figure out who is this magnet and who is pulling people, who is making people mad. And then I realized that he's Paras Bhai, and this is what memories I have. And those those noise of Sachin. It is like my, if I get a minute, last 1 minute of my life, I will request Almighty to make me hear
Ring it in your
Sachin.
ears. Yeah.
See the 80. I see the latest World Cup 2011. Dhoni hits it in style, and it's a six. And the captain of India
Absolutely.
lifts the trophy. So these are my
Absolutely.
wow moments. And
Lovely.
congratulations,
Lovely, Nalin
Wankhede,
Bhai.
happy 50. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Nalin Bhai. Lots of memories. We can see the passion through your words. Over to you, Dr. Sagar. Dr. Sagar is also our very own NSG True Blue leg spinner, by the way.
Yeah. I try to play whenever I can. I used to play school cricket, but then studies took over and then it fell to the background. But yeah, Wankhede is something. It actually runs in the family, guys. So my father watched the first ever Test match at Wankhede.
Mhm.
Coincidentally, he was there the day Clive Lloyd hit a double hundred. And what happened is there were a group of friends who 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 could afford only one ticket, one pass, and they attended one day. So one person went each day, right?
Correct.
So my dad actually was fortunate enough to attend the test match when Clive Light got his double. Of course, he could not see the Sunil Gavaskar's double, and
Yeah.
coincidentally, around 25 years later, I watched my first test match at Wankhede, which was 2001, the India Australia, the Gilchrist 100, Amey, which you are talking about, the test which we lost very badly. But then, the series which turned around Indian cricket forever. And again, coincidentally, exactly around 24, 25 years later, now my son, who is 2 years old, watched his first test match at Wankhede, which was the India New Zealand test match, the recent test match. I mean, we lost the series again 3-0. But yeah, as I said, cricket is something which runs in the family. Watching cricket at Wankhede, so this is the third generation in the family which is doing that. So yeah,
So now,
it's you can say it's.
when you have the fourth generation, when you have the fourth generation in 20 years, we know what's going to happen to the 1K test.
I made another interesting observation. Sagar's dad, Sagar and his son have both seen the losing side of India in the Test matches in the
Exactly.
very
That's
I know,
what.
first
I
Test.
know, I know. अभी मेरे को मेरे बेटे को बोलना पड़ेगा भाई, उसको लेकर मत जा वानखेड़े.
Nice.
But
Who can forget
all
that
three,
Gilchrist
yeah,
100? I mean, he
yeah,
batted like for
amazing.
75 minutes, and he scored 100, and the match
I
was
know
gone. You knew it.
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
people
mean,
Yeah,
sitting on the
mate.
so
square
is.
side they were waiting for catches in the stands. He was just hammering, and Australia was not
Oh,
in a good position till he came out to bat.
yeah,
He
yeah,
turned
yeah.
it
Absolutely.
single-handedly.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely. I
and
mean,
and
he was.
one thing I remember about that 2001 test is Sachin getting out in a very quirky way, quirkier
Hmm,
Correct,
than his voice.
correct.
Getting out in a very quirky way. The ball
I know.
hitting Justin Langer at
Yeah.
short leg, and then it
And
ricochets
So
and goes into
I'll tell you,
Left
it was
Ponting's
Ponting,
Mark
hand.
Waugh.
left
Ponting,
Ponting.
yeah,
Mark Waugh
Ponting
was
took
bowling.
Mark Waugh
a
bowling,
crazy catch.
Mark
Yeah.
binder,
Waugh was bowling.
binder.
He bowled a
Yes,
rank half pitch ball, rank short ball.
Yeah,
Sachin pulled it. Justin Langer took a evasive action and it hit him on his back. The ball bounced from
yeah,
his back, and Ponting had the presence of mind to dive and catch it.
correct.
yeah.
And
Easily must have covered 20 feet while doing that thing that he
Yeah.
did, man.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't,
And then they show Sachin's face with his helmet with his helmet on, and they show it on the big screen, and you can see on
Yeah,
his face the match is gone. You
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
see on
it
his
was a
face.
match defining moment. Catch of Sachin
Absolutely.
taken by
Yeah,
Punter.
yeah, so that was those were the days. I mean, सचिन गॉन मैच गॉन. बट देन वो कोलकाता से उसके बाद कोलकाता गए और वहां से पूरा
Turn around,
टर्न
yes.
अराउंड हुआ. काइंड ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट
Correct.
एक्चुअली मेड अ टर्न अराउंड
I think
that series and
Harbhajan
that.
took a hat trick, correct? In that series, Harbhajan
Yes, yes, yes,
Abhijipa took a hat
yes,
trick,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yes, yes. All right. So let's do one thing. Let's quickly move to our quiz that we have. A very peppy quiz. It's not difficult at all. With the knowledge, the recall that we have already seen in the first 10 minutes of this video, I am sure you're going to crack all the questions. So nothing difficult at all. So I'm going to share my screen quickly, and let's go through the quiz one by one. Just confirm if you can see my screen once.
Yes,
Yes,
it's visible.
Yes,
We
you
can,
can.
Sagar.
So, all right. So, this is our lovely Wankhede Stadium here in the
yeah,
backdrop of Arabian Sea. All right, we chronicle NSG, and 1KD is at 50. So let's celebrate 1KD and its key moments from 1974-75 season to the 2024-25 season. All right, uh, this is a no-brainer, a real full toss to start with. Pranav Nair from our NSG group and the long rope army group has already revealed a lot of facts here. Thanks, Pranav, for that. Thanks for making my life difficult. Uh, I'll take the revenge later in the second quiz when we have. But who has scored the most runs at the 1K day? If you know the answer, you have to shut up. Let the other person guess.
Do we
Okay,
have
I'll
the
shut up.
options?
I'll
Or
shut up.
I will also.
All right. Over to you,
Okay.
Sagar.
I am, and since I am a doctor, I am the worst person with statistics and numbers. But I'm going to take a guess, and my guess is my first guess, and because I'm going to need multiple guesses. My first guess is Sunil Gavaskar.
Is that what also Nalin and Mahesh Bhai have in their minds?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I
Okay,
I
so
think
that's
it's
the right
correct.
answer. Yes, that's the
Oh,
right answer. It is
The
indeed
little
Mr.
master.
Sunny. Yes, it is indeed.
भाई
He scored
पब्लिक को
1122
बताना
runs.
पब्लिक को बताना पड़ेगा ये फिक्स नहीं है मैं सीरियसली गेस कर रहा हूँ आई जेन्युइनली डिड नॉट नो
Although
No
the big
problem.
oh god
temptation was the god of cricket, it was a big
yes
temptation.
yes
Yet,
yes
yet
yes yes
Sunny Paji is the one.
We have another question related to the god of cricket coming on, but yes, some quick facts of Sunny. So 1122 runs at the rate of 56 in with 500s at 1K day, and highest being 205. 205 was scored in which series? Any guesses? Mahesh, Nalin, Sagar.
205, 205, double century. Sunil Gavaskar,
West
double
Indies
century.
has to
Of
be West
course, West
Indies
Indies. Yes, of course, West
No
Indies
idea.
in
Against, I think,
1979-1980 series. Correct,
yeah, that was against, I think, Alun Kalicharan was the captain
correct,
for that side.
correct.
Wow, wow.
And it was another snippet was I think because of the Kerry Packer series in Australia. So West India has sent out very another very different side, with the major stars missing because of the board ban.
Absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. That's correct. All right, let's move to the next one. Again, we are going to cover a few batting records first before we go to bowling records and a few quirky details about what happened when in at 1K day. So let's go to the next one. Uh, Heartbreak at the 1K day. All right. That's Mr. Gavaskar being bowled. You have to guess when and who got that wicket. And Mahesh, there is a connection with you on this. I guess Mahesh already knows the answer, so let him not speak anything. Nalin Bhai probably with his smile on his face also probably knows the answer. So let's go
I'm
to
not
Sagar
sure.
again.
Is it? Is
Okay.
it?
no I'm all
Is it?
I pass I'm
All
all
right.
out of
Yes,
sorts
I
here
yes,
don't
yes,
mind
Nalin
giving
Bhai.
it a try. Is it the some connect with the World Cup semi final?
Yes, yes,
So India versus England World Cup
yes,
semi-final.
Yep.
yes.
oh I
Yeah,
thought of it
but I can't recollect the bowler.
All right.
Uh, I can't recollect the
I
bowler.
I will give Mahesh the chance. I'm sure he knows the answer here. Yes, Mahesh, go ahead. And if you have any anecdotes, yes, please go ahead.
E- Okay. So yeah, this image is Gavaskar being bowled in the 1987 World Cup semis versus England. The bowler was Phil DeFreitas, and
Yes,
Gavaskar was batting at the MCA Pavilion end, and Philip DeFreitas started from the Tata end, then the Tata end. Okay,
yes,
and he bowled him, and I was there in the pavilion side as a spectator, and my very first match at 1K day, I was super excited. I mean, in fact, India was excited that time because the World Cup was being played first time in India outside England. So what happened was people had a lot of expectations from Gavaskar. He had scored 100 against New Zealand in the previous
New
match.
Zealand.
Yeah.
Yes,
So And actually, when Gavaskar was bowled, he walked back to the pavilion and people were booing. It was
Hmm.
actually very shocking, for some fans like me. Like, how can a person of the Gavaskar stature be booed by the Wankhede crowd? And
Correct, correct.
nobody anticipated that this would be his very last international match. He had retired from Test cricket, and people were assuming that India will play the finals at Calcutta, which
Yeah.
didn't sadly happen, and this turned out to be Gavaskar's last match. Yep.
Last
So
match,
those
yes.
are my
And
memories. Yeah.
also like you said, right? The previous match that he played against New Zealand, it
Yeah.
was also his fastest century,
It
more
was
than
his
the
only
runner ball.
century. It was
Only
his only
century and
only
fastest.
fastest century. Yeah.
Apparently, it is said that he told Krish Srikanth that before the start of the innings that I'll show you how to play fast.
Yep.
And just if I'm allowed to add on, Sunny Gavaskar took a challenge against Malcolm Marshall when he actually changed his batting style and he started hooking and pulling Malcolm Marshall in India.
Oh, nice.
Right.
That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, for a
But
long time, I think he was getting out to the pull and the hook shot. So what he did was he tried to curb that instincts of his pulling and hooking, and
yeah,
only after he has settled well enough at the crease would he try the pull and the hook shots. Yes, that's a good point, Nalin bhai. Thanks for that.
although one very funny world record which Gavaskar holds, I think which will never be broken on this earth. That is in
Say no
ODI.
more. Say no more. Say no more. We all know that record. We know all that record. But let's not bring it here. Say no more.
That record,
All right.
and that number is also very peculiar to Indian cricket.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, we want to cherish the 264 in 173 than the 36 in 174. Let's
Yeah,
let's move to the next one. All right. So it is indeed Reliance Cup 1987 and Phil DeFreitas getting the great
correct.
Gavaskar bowled. All right. One more batting record. Now that we know that who scored the most runs at the 1K day, let's bring it on the table. Who scored the most centuries at the W? And that could include T20s, that could include the list A matches, and also the first class, including tests. Who do you think? Who do you think is the most centuries hitter at 1K day? One clue that I can give you is today's date,
What is that?
18th Jan.
Don't tell me, Amaya. Today's date. I can guess an answer then.
Okay. Let me give you one more hint. There are three right answers here. So you
Oh,
can
okay.
you can yes, there are three
Oh,
right answers. So
one will definitely. Can I try?
yeah, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
One will definitely be God of Cricket, Sachin.
Yes, that's right. That's one right answer. There are two more right answers.
Second,
Mahesh, was
second.
was that also your guess, or you have another guess?
I have another guess.
Yes, I know where you are hitting then. All right, we
Like,
have one more.
was it Vinod Kambli?
Yes, that's the second right
Yeah,
answer. And
Okay.
I was
uh,
going to
and
say something.
and today is his birthday. His I think 53rd or 54th birthday. Wishing him a very happy birthday from all of us here at Northstand Gang. Who's the third one? Any guesses?
Mm,
Sim
can I
Jafar
go
or
with?
Amol Muzumdar. I don't know.
Yep.
Since you are saying first class
Wasim
also.
Jafar. Yes, that's the right
Wasim
answer.
Jafar. Yes.
Yes,
Who is
that's the
it?
right answer. Wasim
Jafar.
Wasim
Jafar.
Jafar. Wasim Jafar.
Wasim
Yeah.
Jafar. Okay, okay. Wasim
I was
Jafar.
going to give you a hint of most Ranji runs, but then you got it. Great.
Yeah, but
So it is indeed Sachin, Vinod, and Wasim Jafar. And just one personal because I went about the round to ask about favorite 1K day memory, right? I have a I have one of my favorite 1K day memories back in 2001, 18th November. Uh, Board Presidents 11 playing against England. England would then score, then play three Test matches against India, and it is that famous series where Ashley Giles got Sachin out stumped and it's the only instance in Test cricket where Sachin has got out stumped. But
Yeah,
before
yeah.
those three Test matches, right, Nasir Hussain's team played a friendly game against Board Presidents 11 at Wankhede, and our very own Wasim Jafar was out at 99 in that match, and Vinod Kambli did what Adam Gilchrist did in 2001 in March. He was out there for like 75 minutes there just after lunch, and by the time he was out, he was 109 off 109, and he just clobbered everybody around the ground. For me, it's one of my most cherished memories at the 1K, the kind of batting that he did. It made Nasir Hussain say later on, "Why is this guy not in the Indian team?" So that was Vinod Kamli, and this is our little tribute to Vinod Kamli on his
Yep.
birthday from NSG. All right, let's move to the next batting record. Okay, highest individual score in first class cricket at the 1K. This was still now the highest individual score by a Mumbaikar in first class cricket, which was broken by Prithvi Shaw. That's a huge hint I'm giving you now.
Okay.
I think Mahesh has the answer. Okay, Nalin bhai, any guesses quickly?
I
Sag,
I don't have any clue. I am not sure.
all right, Sagar.
I'm throw a guess. Amol.
No,
Mumbaikar,
no.
it should be either Sachin or Vinod Kambli.
All right. So both the guesses are unfortunately not correct. Okay, Mahesh, I'll give you a chance to go ahead with the right answer. Or you need a
Uh,
few more clues.
no, no. Let me guess this one. Sanjay Manjrekar,
Yes, that's the right answer.
377 versus
Oh my
Hyderabad.
Interesting.
Yes.
goodness.
Against Hyderabad at
Interesting.
1K, in the semifinals of I think the 92 season, and crazy amount of runs that we scored, and I think the target that we set to Hyderabad in the final innings was around 800.
800. Yeah,
800.
800 plus.
I
Yep.
What is
think
the score? Score?
I
Yeah.
think
So
we
so
have Harsha Bhogle in the body of Mahesh Salvi.
I think this is where Harsha Bhogle also had once commented about how Arshad Ayub had spoken about the Mumbai batting order. So इनको आप क्या डालेंगे? राजपूत हटंगड़ी आउट होने के बाद मांजरेकर आता, उसके बाद वेंगसरकर आता, उसके बाद तेंदुलकर आता, उसके बाद कामली आता, उसके बाद पंडित आता. तो क्या करेंगा in his typical Hyderabadi way. So yeah, that's correct. That good that Nalin bhai you bring in Harsha Bogle's topic here. So he scored 377. The others also chipped in quite a lot. And look at that target in the final innings, 800.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And if you have not, and this is not a we are not selling imperfect by Sanjay Manjrekar by any chance, but if you have not read this autobiography, you should read this autobiography.
Is
Crazy
this
incident.
277? Because I'm not able to zoom it beyond the
377.
point. 377. Okay.
377.
Okay.
Yes, yes. This record was broken by Prithvi Shaw just a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
so if you have not read this autobiography, I would recommend you to go ahead and read this. Crazy amount of details, and also truth, like his commentary. According to me, this is one of the best autobiographies on cricket, including VVS Lakshman's 281 and beyond. All right, let's
Okay.
move ahead. Enough of Manjrekar propaganda. All right, let's go to the bowling records now. Most wickets in first class at the 1K. Any guesses?
Uh, Tough one. First class.
Mm,
It has to be someone who has not played Test cricket. Is it Sairaj Bahutale?
No, Cyrus
I
did
was
play Test cricket.
Cyrus played.
Well, we are very close to that, though. Uh, Nalin bhai, you're
It,
going in the right direction. It
it
is a
has
spinner.
to be a
Let's give you that
spinner.
hint.
It has to be a
Yes,
spinner. So,
Yeah. Is it? Is
no,
it
no.
Ramesh Pawar?
yes, it is Ramesh Pawar. That's the right answer. He's taken a
Okay.
total of 93 wickets in first class cricket. And if you include all the T20s and list A's and everything, he still is the highest wicket taker at the Wankhede.
Oh.
Once Bishan Singh Bedi said, and when Harbhajan was at his peak, Bishan Singh Bedi, being Bishan Singh Bedi, said Ramesh Pawar is the best off spinner in the country. All right, we'll move further. All right, let's connect. Let's connect these three pictures.
Hmm. मतलब क्या what connection do we have to draw out of those three pictures?
So whatever happened in these three stadiums has only happened in Test cricket at the highest level three times.
Yeah,
The picture on the right is Wankhede. The picture in the center is Firoz Shah Kotla, it seems. And the picture on the very first picture is, I think, England.
Yeah, a stadium in England.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I think Mahesh and Sagar already know the answer. They probably have figured it out. All right.
yeah.
Let's go with the answer then. Mahesh, Sagar, go ahead.
So
So
Jim Laker, Anil Kumble, and Ajaz Patel.
Ajaz
Right.
Patel, yeah.
And which is that stadium that you see on the left?
That's, I think, the Oval, right?
Oval.
That that's Old Trafford,
Old Trafford,
Manchester.
Manchester.
And
Okay.
and by any chance, do you remember the uh, the 10
Bowling
for
figures.
bowling
Bowling
figures?
figures.
Yes. So 10
Kumble
for
is 10,
74.
10 for 74 Kumble. 10
Yes.
for 59 Ajaz Patel, I think.
10 for
Something like that.
119.
Oh, 119. Okay. Jim Laker, I'm not
And 10
certain.
for 53. Yes, 10 for 53 for Jim
Oh,
Laker.
Wow.
Acha, oh, okay.
Right,
Okay.
right. So Wankhede is permanently in the history books. Uh, one of the only three incidences happened
thanks
here
to
in Wankhede, and I'm sure I think Sagar or Mahesh might have been in the stadium on that day to witness that
We were, we
historical
were, we
moment.
were.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
so,
thanks to our superstar batsman Wankhede is there.
and so when actually Ajaz Patel captured the eighth wicket, I started praying for him to get a 10 for because I wanted to see that. Because never had
Correct.
I seen a 10 wicket haul. So I actually started, favoring, that saying, come on, let it happen, let it happen. And it did happen.
कि
Right.
हारने तो हो तो हो.
हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं. Anyway, so we won that test match anyway. So
Yep.
that was always there because Akshar Patel was there in the batting 11. So
Yeah.
not like 2024,
And
2025.
exactly, and that is where हाँ मतलब वही यार मतलब we have been discussing this in spite of all that records and everything, Sir Patel being there, I was absolutely devastated to see that Sir did not play a single test match in the I, crime था वो crime.
Also one more thing. Now that we are talking about Ajaz Patel, right? He is the uh, he's the bowler with most wickets by an overseas player at 1K. Two test matches,
Right.
25 wickets. And any guesses whose record did he break for being the most successful bowler from overseas teams at 1K? Any guesses? I'll give you one guess. 1980 test match in February
Ah,
against
got it.
England. You know that. Ian Botham. Yes, that's the right
Yep.
answer. Ian Botham.
Ian Botham,
All yes, the famous Ian Botham test, which had Botham celebrating,
single-handedly.
yes, celebrating on field and also off the field
He
at
took
his hotel.
Ian Botham took 13 wickets in that test match.
Yes, 13 wickets and
Yep.
100. Apparently,
And
did not
100.
sleep for 2 3 days at stretch because he was having too much fun even outside the stadium. And also, that test match also included one famous incident where there was a total solar eclipse observed from Mumbai. So they moved the rest day, which
Rest day,
usually
yeah,
would
rest day had to be
fall,
moved.
yes, from the fourth day to the second day to make sure that the test schedule does not get affected. Right. All right, we'll move to the next one. It only gets easier, guys, don't worry. And I'll promise Mahesh there will be no IPL questions.
Thank you.
All right. This famous cricketer played his last test, unfortunately, at the Wankhede. All right, Nalin ji already looks like he has an answer. All right, and it okay. I'll give you a hint. It's not Sachin.
Oh no.
It's not Sachin. And I have some clues here, so I know this is a little convoluted, not pretty straightforward. So I
So is
have
it
some
you saying are you saying an Indian cricketer or a non-Indian cricketer?
Indian cricketer. Indian cricketer.
Okay.
All right, a famous one. All right, I'll give you some hints here. Uh, he scored 600s for India. Any guesses still, or do we need one more clue here?
One more clue.
All right, I'll give you one more clue. Third youngest captain in Test history.
Saurav Ganguly.
No, that's not the right answer. All right,
Mohammad
I'll give no, not Mohammad Azharuddin. All right, I'll give you one more clue. Let's see
Tiger.
if you guys get
Tiger
it.
Pataudi.
Yes, that's correct. That is
Oh,
indeed Tiger Patodi. He played his last test here. That's his Patodi Palace there in the background. Unfortunately, the Patodis are also in the limelight for a very incorrect reason these days. But that's okay.
mm,
But
mm.
Tiger Patodi unfortunately played his last test here at the Wankhede, and he scored 600s for India. All right. So let's move to the next one. Now you have to guess this cricketer. Okay. All right. So he scored the most runs in an innings at number 6 in ODIs, and he broke the record set by Kapil Dev doing that. Do we need one more hint here?
Mahendra
One
Singh
more
Dhoni.
would help.
Was that
No.
Dhoni.
Most runs in an innings, in a single innings.
in a single innings?
Uh, this is Glenn
All right. All
Maxwell.
right. All right. All right. We have the answer. I was just going to say, if you know, you don't say a word, but
I
that's okay.
was I was actually thinking like most runs in an overall span.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay,
again, highest partnership for the eighth wicket in ODIs that happened against the Afghanistan match where Glenn Maxwell scored that famous double hundred, arguably the greatest World
Yes, sir.
Cup innings ever, probably.
so
And
Amar, when you say broke the record of Kapil Dev, I mean which record of Kapil Dev?
Kapil Dev is 175 at number six.
Also at number
And
six. Okay, okay,
At
okay,
number six. At number six.
okay, okay.
All right.
Maxwell.
It is indeed the big show. Yes, Maxwell, which Mahesh
Maxwell.
said. Yes, it
Mm.
is indeed.
It was one of the greatest ODI innings. He
Correct.
literally played without his leg functioning.
Yeah. Also a
Hamstring.
lot of
He had
freebies.
a
Also a lot of freebies by Afghans, but that's okay. We'll move to the next one. All right. So easiest of all the questions, you have to guess who's the fourth in line.
Sunil Gavaskar.
Okay, that's not correct.
No.
Anyways, think about it, guys. Sagar, Mahesh.
Matty Hayden.
No, it's not Matthew Hayden. Should I give one more hint here?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Sagar, let me just guess.
Just connect the dots here, guys. We have Don Bradman, we have Brian Lara, we have Sehwag. Who's the fourth one here?
This is something related to Wankhede itself.
The answer is going to reveal a 1KD connection here. However, um this picture here has no connection with 1KD.
Okay. Mm,
All right, I'll give you one
And
more hint here. I'll give you one more hint here. Sehwag was going to do something which would have something in Mumbai, which would have placed him on a higher level slightly than these group of gentlemen that we see here in
Is it
Mumbai.
Is it Vinod Kambli, the fourth picture?
No, no Vinod Kamli. But I guess there is some angle of double century here
Yeah, yeah,
that you are
that's
talking about. Back to
Azhar.
back double centuries, I believe. All right. Should I give another hint here?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Hint is 333.
Chris Gale.
Hey,
Chris Gale.
Chris Gale, yes. And do you know the trivia of Chris Gale and Wankhede connection?
Uh,
All
so,
right. Before
okay,
that,
okay, okay,
what's the
okay.
trivia here? So 333 is Chris Gale. Now you have to connect these four images and tell me what's so unique about these four cricketers.
So two triple hundreds
two
in Test
triple
cricket.
Yes, yes,
hundreds.
two triple hundreds. And if Sehwag would have hit those 7 runs in his 293, you would have been the only cricketer to hit three
Three triple
centuries,
hundred.
Primaries, yep.
three triple hundreds. And if he had hit that triple hundred, it would have been in Mumbai, but at Brabon,
That
not
Brabon,
in
yep.
Wankhede.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All
Sri
right. So
Lanka.
that is the right answer. So he also incidentally has more than 1,000 sixes in T20s. Also, the connection to Wankhede now. It is the
Yeah.
only international T20 100 scored at the Wankhede until now.
Yes, and
And
that's the
that
highest
came in
T20.
the 2000, yes, that came in the 2016 World Cup, which they lifted. Right. All right. So, one last question, a bonus question. You have to connect these dots. All right. There are a couple of hints here. 1996 and 114. Which match and what happened in this match, which famously does not really happen in Wankhede, and Wankhede crowd is not known for this. Any guesses? So there
So
is Sachin, there is Azhar, and there is Mohinder Amarnath with a funny type of helmet on him. Yes, Mahesh.
which match? What happened in this match? 1996.
Is this the India
So
Australia World Cup match?
yeah, I'm guessing that.
No, no, no. Good guess
Oh,
though, but
okay.
no.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So this is
You
the
know it.
Mohinder Amarnath benefit match.
That's correct.
Yes. Okay, okay,
Exactly.
okay.
All right. So you've got that connection now. Now you tell me what is the 114 and Sachin connection, and what is Azharuddin's connection here.
114, I think, was Sachin century, right? In that
Correct.
match.
And
Okay.
that incidentally is also his highest score here in
Correct.
the ODIs at
Huh.
Wankhede.
Okay.
Right.
Who
And what
scored?
about the Sachin? Sachin scored 114 in
Yes.
this match, in this Mohinder Amarnath
Amarnath
benefit match,
benefit match.
Benefit
a
match.
one-off
Okay.
match between India and South Africa, which we won. Uh, and now, what is the Azharuddin connection here? All right, I'll give you a hint. Something which regularly would happen at Eden Gardens happened here at the Wankhede during this match.
No idea.
All right, let's
There was a bell being rang by Azharuddin.
no, good guess
No.
though, but no. Okay, I'll go on to reveal what happened. So, like I said, this was a one-off ODI between India and South Africa on 14 December 1996, called as the Mohinder Ramanathan benefit match. Those were the days when cricketers got their benefit matches. It's no longer the ritual now. Uh, Wankhede saw Sachin scoring 114, which incidentally is his highest ODI score here. Also, what happened during the matches?
Plastic
Azhar
bottles.
was caught behind off, I think, an off spinner's bowling, and he was very vocal about it. The camera captured him nodding ferociously. It was a bad decision. He was not out. And then what the crowd started doing is they started throwing plastic bottles at one of the fielders on the boundary, and
Fielders.
Hansi had to take the team out for 20 minutes. And then incidentally, it was Sachin who was padded by then, who requested the crowd to shut up and let the match proceed. So
Okay.
that's what happened at the Wankhede. All right, so we come to an end here for our glorious quiz. Thank you once again, and congratulations, Mumbai Cricket Association, on Wankhede turning 50. And before we end the quiz, right, or this video, Mahesh, a little bit about your collectibles, please.
Okay, so yeah, I have this magazine habit of collecting magazines, sports magazines especially, and a lot of newspaper clippings also. I've been doing that for the last 30 odd years now. And previously, my dad used to collect it, so that collection has been passed on to me. And I have been maintaining a lot of issues of this. And yeah, I keep posting, on and off in the group, on the North Stand Gang group, of some of these memories. Yep.
Fantastic. And one day we will see that collectible getting part of the MCA, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right. So people watching this video, especially the MCA folks, uh, do reach out to Mahesh. All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
gentlemen, for
Or
being part of this
if Mumbai
wonderful
Cricket, Mumbai
episode.
Cricket Association plans a museum or something, yeah, they know whom to contact.
Of course, of course. All right. So some of us will be watching the 50th year celebration at Wankhede tomorrow at the stadium. So yeah, hopefully everyone will have a good time, and we'll have this covered by the press, media, and the players on the social media, so that people who are away can also watch it and experience the fabulous occasion with all the key players and stalwarts attending this session. So thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this quiz. And if you have
Really
any more
enjoyed.
trivia,
Thank you, Amaya, for having me. It was a first experience, and it was an awesome experience. And guys, the knowledge you guys possess, I have decided one thing: I'm not going to compete with you guys.
Not
all right,
not me. I am
We,
just
we
Not
are
you
we are
guys.
still amateurs. We are still
we are
amateurs.
amateurs. Yes. All right. So like Brian Lara said about Sachin, uh, Sachin is a genius. I'm a mere mortal. Similarly, Mahesh and Sagar are being modest here. Trust me, Nalin bhai, they are
We are
equally
mere
good.
mortals.
All right. On that note, thank you very much,
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
See
Bye
you
bye.
later.
Bye
Bye bye.
everyone.
thank you.
Bye.
Good evening. Good evening to you all. Bye bye.
Bye.